The Michael H. Freilich Student Visualization Competition, which is a competition jointly supported by NASA and AGU. And so this year, as in all past years, we have 8 grand prize winners for this competition. So a little bit of runner show. We're going to have 4 of those grand prize winners present today. And then tomorrow at the same time, 12:30, we'll have the other 4 grand prize winners present. So with that, I would like to recognize our 4 winners for today. In no particular order today, we have Anaya Raja from the Wesleyan University and Wesley College. We have Dominique Freud from the Laboratory of Atmospheric Space Physics at the University of Colorado Boulder, Jake Ferris from Georgia State University, and Maddie Feston from the University of Montana. But before we get started with the presentations, I would like to invite up Dr. Karen St. Germain, our Division Director for Earth Science at NASA.
All right. Thank you, Steve. This is one of my favorite events of AGU. I'm Karen St. Germain. I run Earth Science, and in this event is really about recognizing the amazing work of our students, but I would be remiss if I didn't say a word about my predecessor, Mike Freilich, for whom this award is named. I first met Mike many, many years ago. Mike was driven initially by curiosity about the oceans and the coastlines. And I came across him because I, too, was working in ocean science at the time. And actually, he and I had a lot of debates because he was a radar guy. I was a radiometer gal, and those two are rival techniques. So, but as Mike moved into leading the Earth Science Division at NASA, he grew his passion for not only the discovery of science, but also telling the story of science and conveying the importance of what we do. And so it was a real honor for me to move into the director position behind him and carry on that legacy. So in NASA science, we are passionate about innovation. We are passionate about discovery. In earth science, when we discover something that has a practical use, a practical implication, we are really passionate about making sure that science is put to use. And in all cases, we are passionate about telling the stories. We often say the science isn't done till the story is told. And there's no better way to convey a story of science than through visualization. So we're recognizing some extraordinary talent here this morning. These are some of our future leaders. I take it back. They're not future leaders. They're leaders today. They're showing the way to their peers about how to discover, how to do the science, and how to tell the story with amazing visualizations. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they've done and congratulating them on this enormous accomplishment. So now I will hand off to my friend Billy from AGU. AGU is a co-sponsor of this award. Billy.
Thank you so much, Karen, and thank you, Steve. And it's a great pleasure to be here to be part of this recognition and presentation to these outstanding students. I will say that AGU has been part of sponsoring this since 2016, and I've had the pleasure of working closely with my colleague Eric Hankin since then, each year, to help support these students in this regard. So this year we have 8 awardees, grand prize winners. The winners include undergraduate, master's, and PhD students, and their research spans the array of earth and space sciences. But just building on what Karen said earlier, in 2020, AGU renamed this competition in the honor of Dr. Michael Freilich. He was the former Earth Science Division Director at NASA, and he was a champion of supporting students and believing in their ability to push the envelope and explore new means of visualizing science. So this competition would not exist without his support and the vision that he provided for this competition, and AGU is honored to recognize his leadership and continue this program. So again, we look forward to seeing the work of these students, and again, I want to also thank the NASA team for their strong work in supporting this collaboration. So thank you again, and I'm going to turn it back to Steve.
All right. Thanks very much, Karen and Billy. All right, so before we get started with the presentations, I'd like to invite the students up individually to get recognized. And Mark, if you could hand them their prize as they come on up. So first up is Anaya Raja, Dominique Freud, Maddie Feston, and Jake Ferris. And then if I could invite Karen and Billy and Eric, if you want, to come up for a group photo, please.